Franchise.
Get in like the Marines.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Franchise.
We're in.
Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
And now, a scene from Batman and Robin. I will blanket the city in endless winter. First Gotham, and then the world.
Just what I had in mind. Everything dead on Earth except us. A chance for Mother Nature to start again. Behold the dawn of a new age. My mutant plants have the strength of the deadliest animals. Once you have frozen mankind, these babies will overrun the globe, and we shall rule them. For we will be the only two people left in the world.
Adam and Evil.
Welcome to Franchise Addicts, a podcast covering every film in a given franchise. My name is Luke.
And I'm Chris.
And this week we are on to the fourth film in the Batman franchise, Batman and Robin.
And a need to stop making these movies.
And they did for 8 years.
I went into hibernation after this one.
Yeah, after having box office success after box office success since 1989,
Yeah.
this killed the franchise.
This showed us why we can't have happy things. We can't have nice, glossy, commercialized things. We took it too far. Joel, you took it too far.
As I've said over and over again on these podcasts, each movie learns the wrong thing from the movie before, and this is kind of the culmination of learning all the wrong things from the previous movies, and this is just a glossy, just for toys piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, tell me what you really think, Luke. Yeah, it's not the greatest. I get my recollection, of course. So because I'm the elder. I was alive and of age to see movies when this came out. I honestly I know I saw it. I have a really good recollection of the soundtrack that came with it, mainly that there was a Smashing Pumpkins song. I was a big Smashing Pumpkins fan at the time. The end is the beginning is the end. And that was really cool. And I got the soundtrack, or my friend might have had the soundtrack. I don't know if I actually got it. I might have just put it on a tape. We took songs from CDs and we put them on tapes back then. It was crazy times.
I remember those.
It was barbaric. Did you make mixtapes?
My dad would make them.
Oh, okay.
So that he could listen to them in the car.
Okay.
He would get CDs, but his cars always had tape players.
Sure, as they mainly did back then.
Yeah, so he would make himself mixtapes and stuff like that.
Making a mixtape, wonderful. Wonderful time. Of course, the mix CD, also very nice. So I remember the soundtrack. Honestly, don't remember any other song on it. And I don't remember the movie. I mean, you remember the character, like, oh yeah, there was Mr. Freeze and there was Poison Ivy, and I guess George Clooney was there. Watching this, and it's so it's probably been close to, though this is horrible to say, like 28, 30 years. If I just saw it when it was released, I feel like there would not be a reason to revisit this. I remembered zero of the plot, like absolutely none of it. Like it was just like this was all going in fresh for me. I knew the general characters, but I have no real recollection of the movie, so it did not stick with me. To use a Mr. Freeze pun.
Yeah,
the ice did not stick. That's kind of a pun?
Yeah,
it's like a half pun.
So I said about Batman Forever that it seemed like that was the first Batman movie. I have childhood memories of seeing that movie. Like you, I don't remember a lot of this movie. I remember a couple of the jokes, but I think I remember kind of what the Mr. Freeze backstory is, like why he's a villain.
Yes, I do. Yeah, the wife and he's trying to say, yeah, that's true.
And I remember how Poison Ivy became Poison Ivy, like that she was a weird scientist person that was, messing with another scientist who dropped chemicals on her and stuff like that. But I could not have given you 3/4 of the plot of this movie.
I like that right away, right like within the first minute, it's like Alfred's sick. Everybody, we need to allude to that immediately as he's making fun little like I'll cancel the pizza.
I think
Really sets the tone for does not know what it's doing.
well, this plot has no idea what it's doing. It's not it doesn't particularly care about the backstories of the villains at all, though it gives
You a little bit,
but it doesn't really care about them.
more than Two-Face.
I suppose a little bit more than about the same as Two-Face,
Sure.
in that Batman basically gives a monologue about how Mr. Freeze became Mr. Freeze, like Victor Freeze became.
Victor Freeze.
And you got to watch a video of him falling into the negative 50-degree.
Borrowing
liquid.
a lot from the Burton a little bit. I mean, that's reminiscent of the Joker, obviously. Fell into a vat. Poison Ivy. It's like the female villains become female villains very much in a very similar fashion. A man essentially is violent with them, and then they semi-die and come back super sexual.
Yeah, both with superpowers.
Yeah.
And that Catwoman just is like able to defy death over and over again. Poison Ivy has been like
superpowers.
chemically changed.
Every time she blows on her hand, red FX dust comes out.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that that's not necessarily a superpower, and that she's just like got a bunch
Where
of
is
that.
this dust?
She just got a bunch of the dust.
It's
around
all in
that
her
she just-
sleeve, and she's just feeding it through the sleeve, or what is this?
But
I mean,
she
we don't ever see her like with a little baggie, like just.
Not really. I mean, she does like come out of the ground before she kills the scientist who tried to kill her, and like gives this whole monologue about what has changed about her biology.
Yeah, it's very scientific.
Yeah, I did look up. I'm like, does Poison Ivy like historically have what would be considered superpowers? And apparently she does. So she can like commune with nature in a way and like control, like she controls vines in the final fight scene that she has and stuff like that. She does technically have superpowers.
Yeah, and the poison kiss, of course.
Yeah. And I suppose, I mean, Mr. Freeze has superpowers in that he somehow survived the almost certain death for anyone else and is able to live at 0 degrees constantly. Yeah. But it is his curse.
It is his curse.
He's always cold.
He's got to be he's always cold.
He's got an ice cold heart that can only be warmed by his wife, who is in a stasis of...
But she has McGregor's disease.
But not stage 1.
No, it's stage 4.
Stage 4 McGregor's.
Oh my gosh, McGregor's.
So a large reason for why this movie is the way that it is. Joel Schumacher was rushed into creating a sequel, or his sequel, since this is his second movie, to Batman Forever, which was very successful, over $300 million worldwide. And the studio was like, let's bang out another one of these. Did a pretty good job with selling toys. McDonald's seems happy.
Money, money, money.
So what you're going to do is not focus on anything about the movie being good, and just we're going for the marketing and selling toys and all that sort of stuff. So just keep on hitting that. And because of the short turnaround time that he had on this was... 95 is when Forever comes out.
Yeah.
Summer of 97, this is set to come out. And in every interview that Schumacher has given since, he talks about the quick turnaround time and how it basically screwed everything up from a creative standpoint. Now, whether or not this movie was probably just destined to be bad anyway, we'll never really know. Everyone that was a part of the cast kind of has their own stories that they tell for why it was so bad. Chris O'Donnell talks about how him and Arnold Schwarzenegger were never in a scene together. In every scene in which Robin and Mr. Freeze are in, there was a stand-in for either one of the actors on the days that they were shooting their lines.
Did they have some beef?
No, Arnold made like the highest amount of money.
Top billed on this.
Yeah, so like
Just like
Jack Nicholson in '89.
Mm-hmm.
Schwarzenegger is top billed. I think he made $20 million to be in this movie, which was the highest anyone's ever been paid to be in a movie.
Wow.
He then topped it in Terminator 3. He made like $33 million being in that movie.
Money well spent on both.
So Schwarzenegger
occasions.
was just getting that bag.
Still gets his many mil,
And he had
even if he does a bad job.
he could only be 12 hours on set at a time, and like 6 of that he was in makeup. So
Is that like his rider?
it was like a part of his contract that basically
You cannot overwork me.
he doesn't get overworked. Chris O'Donnell said he was like a fine guy to work with and stuff like that. They just never were on set together. So that happened. Clooney is famously now known to have fans come up to him and tell him how much they did not like Batman and Robin, and apparently he reimburses them
Really? That's cool.
because
He seems cool.
He seems like he's done well. Obviously, he's done like the best from this. Like his career didn't plummet at all.
No,
This is kind of his first A-list movie, and he goes on to, be an A-list actor for the rest of his career.
bigger,
essentially.
better things. Yeah.
Whereas all the other actors in this, Schwarzenegger is downhill from here.
Yeah, but I mean,
He becomes the governor of California.
sure,
so-
he had other things going on. I wouldn't blame this movie. I don't think this had a negative effect on Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Sure.
career.
But O'Donnell, not good.
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone, not good.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman does fine.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I would say she's right there with George.
Yeah,
An illustrious career, right?
sure. And Uma Thurman doesn't have a lot of bad stuff to say about this movie. She's just like, it was cool. I got a chance to do something big and broad, and that's what I brought to the movie. I got no qualms about it.
Yeah, I think she knows she's having a good time. I mean, we can, I guess, talk about that the writing is bad and that there's nothing that can save it, but I think that for what she's supposed to do, like be a cartoon character, she commits and does it well.
But Clooney, again, like I said, he's reimbursed people. When people bring up the fact that they're like, we feel bad that you were in such a terrible movie, Batman and Robin, he's like, well, I was bad in Batman and Robin. So he's like, even equal parts, I'm bad, the movie's bad, what are you going to do?
Does it work if you email? If we can get George's email, can I get that reimbursement?
I mean, he's probably just giving away money now that Casamigos sale has gone through and he's like a billionaire. So I think you can get money from George Clooney if you get close enough to him.
Note to self. Okay.
All right, so background on this movie, 1997, we've already talked about it. Director Joel Schumacher, he's back for his second round. We've got a new writer on this, Akiva Goldsman, one of those two. So I looked up what other things this guy has written. And Akiva seems to be a guy who works with particular directors. So he works with Schumacher again, I believe. He works with Ron Howard in the early 2000s. And he kind of gets brought in to adapt screenplays. Usually books that were previously written on specific topics. And he's the guy that then gets credited for the screenplay, even though largely the story and other parts of the movie have to do with either the director or the person who originally wrote the thing. But he is the credited screenwriter for A Beautiful Mind, which was nominated for an Academy Award. I think it won Best Picture. I might be wrong about that, but at least was nominated for Best Picture. And then the other Russell Crowe movie, the boxing movie,
Cinderella Man.
So it's not like this guy is a poison to any movie that he's the writer for, but the writing in this movie is particularly terrible. It is riddled with one-liner jokes that are all, varying degrees of terrible. And the plot really goes nowhere. If you were to just lay out what happens in this movie, none of it would make a lot of sense. The movie had a budget of $125 million. It made $238 million globally. Decent amount of money, but way less than the previous movies before it. It had a pretty good opening weekend, and as soon as the word got out how terrible this movie was, it
bombed.
steeply declined.
It bombed. It did not do well.
It is the first Batman movie out of this run that did not have the highest box office for that year.
Okay, that's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made, I think, I mean, right, it made like 230 or something worldwide after everything was said and done. So probably with advertising, it probably loses money. It was probably set to do a lot bigger. Also, side note, A Beautiful Mind wins Best Picture in 2002, Best Supporting Actress, Jennifer Connelly, Best Director, and my man, Akiva Goldsman, wins an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. So,
Man.
Oscar winner, Akiva Goldsman. Yeah.
I like that movie. I think it's kind of derided as one of the lesser Best Picture winners. I don't remember
a movie
what,
of the time.
I don't remember what else was nominated that year, but that was, I believe, Crow going back to back, Gladiator, Beautiful Mind.
It was a strong time for him.
Yeah. So,
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
or just gotten fat.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Well, that's interesting that guy went on to be an Oscar winner. It just shows you. I guess this was a product of just, like, because all these people on their own, I feel like for the most part, maybe a few that we won't mention, we'll talk about later, aside, all talented people that are working on this.
Uma Thurman is incredibly talented.
Yeah. I mean,
Clooney,
he's very good at what he
stuff,
does. Yeah. He's good at doing his thing. Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
It's like we talked
classic.
about with Jim Carrey. If you're going to get Arnold to be a part of your movie, you're getting Arnold. And he's going to do his thing.
He's going to do Arnold stuff. And, I think it was just, I guess the studio wrecked this one.
Absolutely wrecked this. So before we get into going through the movie itself, I punished myself, so to speak, in that I watched this movie for the first time in a long time earlier this week in anticipation for this podcast.
Good times were had.
We
were texting each other.
I barely watched it. There was a lot that I missed, so I was like, I got to revisit. I got to watch it. So I just finished watching it again like 30 minutes ago.
Demands to be rewatched. Did you notice any like foreshadowing or stuff where they were like, wow, that's so smart what they were doing?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I did, I mean, it helped me to pull some clips from this that I think will help with the discussion for kind of where this starts, how it gets off on a bad foot almost immediately and just careens into madness. So I'm going to give you what occurs the first line of this movie after, again, a really bad title intro.
It's with the 3D After Dark
Red
screensavers.
letters now.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about red. This Batman, because if anything,
Robin is...
that's true. We got the Robin in there, and we've got the double symbol.
Yeah.
Like one on top of the other thing.
And the opening intro, they're like, well, what was the coolest part of Batman Forever? Well, it was when Batman was putting on his suit and we had all the close-ups of the different parts of the suit.
Especially the butt.
We get Bat butt, we get Robin butt.
Oh my gosh, we
get
ever.
Double cod piece. We get a close-up to see that Robin is wearing eyeliner under his mask.
That's important.
Yeah.
The bat and the nipples are, I think the nipples, I feel like they were introduced for this movie.
They're in Forever too.
Are they? Okay,
Yeah.
because I think for whatever reason, my memory could serve me wrong here, but I remember it being a bigger deal. Like people were talking about the nipples this time around.
That's, again, what I said about Forever is that it dies for the sins of Batman and Robin. And everyone thinks that everything that happens in Batman and Robin also happens in Forever. Forever is a good movie. This is a really bad movie.
But the nipples do happen, you're saying.
But the nipples do happen.
We just were forgiving of the nipples the first time around.
Because it's a good movie.
Well,
yeah.
TBD.
Teach his own.
Yeah, teach his own. I mean, it's better than Batman and Robin.
But Schumacher had a great quote that the bat nipples will forever be inscribed on his gravestone as Joel Schumacher, the guy that put bat nipples on Batman's suit.
What a strange, unfortunate thing to be known for, but...
But so, Chris, we get this opening. We get this, like, the score is back. Just a rousing score, and this is the opening line of the movie.
car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun movie.
Immediately, we're talking about the car that is going to be a toy. Robin does his stupid kid, like, chicks dig the car,
Hey,
man.
Oh, all right, Batman.
Batman has to give him the old guy,
Oh, you kid.
like,
This is why Superman. Reference to Superman, though. That's
cool.
You know, they're showing that.
that I was going to bring it up later, but I'll bring it up now that we're talking about it. This movie apparently is what killed the Tim Burton Superman movie that was supposed to come out starring Nick Cage. Because this movie was so poorly received, they were planning on springboarding from this Batman movie into Tim Burton doing the Superman movie with Nick Cage, and Batman and Robin were going to show up in that movie. Clooney and O'Donnell were coming back, and this movie did so terrible that Burton scrapped it.
Oh man, there's a great documentary called "The Death of Superman Lives," which is all about it, and that Kevin Smith wrote the script. Hey, who knows? I mean, as we saw how this went, I mean, we can kind of look at that with rose-colored glasses. It could have been horrible.
Yeah, it seems like Kevin Smith has a soft spot for the Schumacher Batman.
Okay.
So that makes sense that he would write that into his Superman movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the later Clerks and stuff. It's not for me.
He's hit or miss.
It's over the. Well, that's a different podcast.
I think he's probably now an overrated director and writer. I think some of us, Chasing Amy, I think is really fun.
Gen X Woody Allen, and for a while it was like, oh, cool. People don't really talk like that, but I like the way he's writing dialogue. It's interesting. And then he did that over and over and over again, and just stopped. It lost its appeal to me personally.
Sure. I think he's a fascinating talker of movies.
For sure. He's very knowledgeable,
and
loves
he's
his
very
craft.
self-deprecating, and it openly admits that, like, he was a one note. He had one thing that he could do, and he just tried to keep doing it, and it wasn't working.
Did you ever see Tusk?
No.
He definitely tried a different note there.
Yeah.
It's a wild watch. It's not, I wouldn't say it's good. It's an
No way.
A24 movie.
Well,
With Justin Long as,
Tough.
human walrus man.
so this movie starts off with that terrible joke, talking about the toys that are going to be coming out, and then we get one of the stupider intros to a villain that these movies have ever had. I'm surprised that they never have done this before, because this is like screenwriting laziness at its peak. And that is when Commissioner Gordon fully explains who the villain that Batman is about to go pursue at the beginning of the movie before we even see him.
Batman, a new villain has commandeered the Gotham Museum. He's frozen the Antiquities Wing. He's turned the security guards into blocks of ice. He's calling himself Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Thank you for all that exposition, Commissioner.
Wow.
You really set it up, yeah.
Unless this was something that they were doing in the TV show,
Where
it was kind of like, who's the villain of the week gonna be? Well, Batman is doing a super cool thing. He's getting in his car, and now we just do some exposition to get us set for what is gonna happen in this episode of Batman and Robin. I mean, unless it's a callback to that, this is so lazy that it happening within the first 5 minutes, you're already tuned off and just being like, this is gonna be a nothing movie.
Yeah, I wonder if the vision was just like, right, like, let's make this like the TV show. And I mentioned to you, like, oh man, we should go back and watch some episodes of that show. We have not done that yet. No. And I feel like as we go forward, there will not be a reason to, because I don't think the other movies take anything from that. But, you do wonder if they're just like fun, camp. I was reading that, every time before they would start shooting, Joel Schumacher would just yell, like, this is a cartoon. It's a cartoon. And so just, that tone doesn't work, but, I guess that's potentially the vision. And I kind of feel like they probably did something like that on the show. That seems
I mean, it is such like writer's shorthand. Like,
Yeah,
we just
but
gotta, we gotta get this in here.
Yeah, and in a 30-minute show, they're
Yeah.
like, hey, we don't have time. Just
Yeah.
like, yep, his name is Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
Go get him now. Mr. Freeze. Okay.
Then we get to our opening action set piece, which includes a hockey team
From hell!
from hell.
Oh, I love it. And oh my gosh, the
This-
opening, it
this
really
opening-
kicks it off, man.
This opening is so crazy. Again, almost like the first time that I saw the Riddler, I got a little sentimental about this. I was like, they're doing the skating stuff. Mr. Freeze is just ripping one-liners. Batman and Robin are so stupid. We got the bat skates, which make no sense.
Oh, those are really not good.
But
Just like-
how did they know that they were
Exactly.
going to need ice skate?
No, or do they always just have ice skates ready? Maybe that's like their winter outfit. They're like, hey guys, you know that we love to skate actually, and if we can, if we're ever walking down and we're like, hey, Robin, click those heels together, bad boy, let's hit the ice, brother. I don't know.
A lot of the tools that are used by Batman and Robin in
A little
this
too convenient.
super convenient. Really,
Did you
really
bring all those heat melting things that have the bat signal on them, or the bat, the little symbol?
For Commissioner Gordon to have just told you that Mr. Freeze is the villain you're in pursuit of.
Good thing we wore those skate boots.
Yeah. It's like, unless you knew everything about him and like perfectly planned what equipment you were going to need to combat Mr. Freeze, like you wouldn't have brought any of that stuff.
Yeah, I think, just going down to like, what if just some silly kid wrote this? Just like, hey, they click their heels together and they got skates.
But it's just another toy to add, like, hey, we got Batman, and if you
Batman on skates.
if he pushes heels, he's got skates. That's cool.
Hey, yeah.
But I do like the Mighty Ducks style hockey action that they throw into this.
That was kind of hot then.
Yeah, they're passing the diamond back and forth.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze is asking him to pass it to him.
Ice.
Yeah, we got a bunch of different ice puns.
So many.
What do we got here? We got his opening line. I like this one.
The Iceman cometh.
Which is a weird reference for a kids movie.
Intellectual. Kids are like, oh, I remember that. Very nicely done, Mr. Freeze.
Is every like parent that brought their kid to the movie then explaining to them like who Ozzy Osbourne is?
Yeah, that's not that accessible of a reference, but he kicks it off that way. What else do we got?
Oh, we got this one.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Oh, that's great. He had that one ready. He saw the dinosaurs. He's like, watch this. Also, can we mention that everyone is on like wires, and every time everyone jumps, they go like 20 feet in the air.
Well, even when Robin comes in on the motorcycle and he's like flying in, and there's
It's
no
very strange.
There's no trajectory with which he could have launched into the room that then would carry him in a straight line for 20 feet.
It's very long. Yeah.
And
I don't feel like that happens any other time. They're just like, no, opening scene, they're going to jump in crazy ways. Maybe I might have missed it.
It does seem like, I think we talked about this on the last episode, that Chris O'Donnell, like, he wanted to drive the Batmobile for real in Batman Forever, and apparently crashed it a million times. And then they were like, yeah, you don't get to drive that anymore. And in this movie, they're like, anytime you're on a motorcycle, the motorcycle's not on, and it's not actually running. It's just, we'll be operating that for you, Chris O'Donnell.
Oh, so he actually crashed a car, like, as Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah, he drove the Batmobile. The Batmobile was operable.
So it was a real car.
Real car, and he's like, I can do it. You don't need a stuntman to go in and do it. And then he like banged it up while he was driving in Forever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they gave him the...
I mean, he was a 20-year-old kid. He probably was like, hey, man, this Robin character is supposed to be really good with mechanics and stuff like that. He's an ace driver.
Wow, and he crashed the Batmobile, that very blue neon, the worst Batmobile. Those Batmobiles are not cool.
Yeah, so this is the only movie to not share the same Batmobile from the previous movie.
Okay.
The reason for that apparently is that the Joker destroyed the Batmobile in Forever.
The Joker?
Or the Riddler,
Oh,
sorry.
was there like
Same
between?
person.
Yeah, okay. The Riddler destroyed it.
The Riddler destroyed it, so they had to get a new one. This is
Sure.
the only
He
Batmobile
lost a wheel.
only God damn.
Joker got away. Hey.
This is the only Batmobile that's a one-seater.
Oh, okay.
All the other does have a passenger seat available.
What about Batman's chick? Gotta sit on his lap, baby.
Well, Batman has a steady girlfriend in this movie.
He does actually, which is odd. He's
Elle McPherson.
no longer a bachelor. Although Elle McPherson. Do you remember her? Like,
I had to look her up.
she was semi-popular.
She was like a supermodel at the time, right?
Yep. It was
Yeah,
like
she
one of
was
those
not like an
posters.
actor.
No, just poster on a wall for
So
little kids.
another piece of trivia about George Clooney just being a king was
Go off.
they were all the lead actors in this movie were asked what if they could take a piece of memorabilia from the movie to remember it by, what would they take? And like Uma Thurman's like Poison Ivy's throne, and all the other guys picked normal stuff, and Clooney was like Elle McPherson.
Oh yeah, Clooney, the Clune dog. He's got to hunt.
I love it though.
She's there. I remember she was a blast from the past. That scene is a little silly. The hockey team from hell. A lot of freezing. They really like to get into this dynamic of Robin's just unhinged and Batman's got to keep reining him in, like the father and son relationship that they have.
Absolutely. And it ends with Mr. Freeze freezing Robin.
Stay cool, bird boy.
Bird boy. I like that.
And then instructing us, thank you, Mr. Freeze, thank you, Victor Freeze, because he freezes him and then tells Batman, you got 11 minutes
Yes.
to thaw him, which then becomes a thing that is repeated over and over
11
again
minutes.
by Batman.
We got 11 minutes.
Ah, God damn it, we only have 11 minutes.
Yeah, everyone knows that now. If you're frozen, you can stay frozen, but only for 11 minutes. Batman and Robin taught us that.
Absolutely.
Don't try that at home.
Man. Batman unfreezes him with his like ray gun that he puts into water.
Yes, it's very logical.
Robin pops out and he's like, did we get him?
Oh, Robin.
No,
you ruined it for us.
They get back to the Batcave, and Batman then has downloaded all the information on Victor Freeze and
Spelled Victor Fries, thanks to
Fries.
the closed captioning.
Yeah, who is a doctor that was trying to find a cure for McGregor's syndrome, which his wife fatally, well, not fatally yet, but had
She got it bad.
she got fourth stage
Yeah, she got hit
McGregor's.
by that MG.
And he put her into a coma, basically, in a tube of water, and vowed to find a cure for her one day.
I must be evil to do this, though. I'm actually a very loving husband.
He falls into
But you've made my heart cold.
It's the only emotional part. Well, besides Alfred dying, it's the
Yeah.
only other emotional part of this movie.
Yeah, really set that up. Oh, Alfred.
What else do we got? We now got the introduction into Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
This is a wild scene.
A lot of stuff's happening here.
Very dark, like underground basement lab type setting that apparently
Human trafficking.
Yeah, apparently is being used by another scientist to sell like human
Warriors.
super soldiers.
Yeah.
And this is where we get Bane.
Great. I'm so glad that this was the introduction to Bane into the Batman cinematic universe. What a character. He's played by somebody. He's played by... Oh, you know it. He's played by Robert Swenson. We all know Robert Swenson, He's been in such things as... he's actually... Rest in peace. I don't know if he's been in anything else.
He
died of a
tragically died at 40 years old.
Oh, yeah. Wow. He died 2 months after this movie came out.
It's because they turned him into Bane. Did you see those veins? Those varicose veins?
It killed him. That's horrible. Wow. He's a wrestler, stuntman, and actor, I guess. Okay.
Apparently, he was famous for having like humongous biceps. So they're like, you get to be Bane. Bane in the comic books is one of Batman's strongest villains, but he's also one of the smartest villains.
Yes, he is.
And they made him as stupid as possible.
This Bane doesn't talk. He just goes, ah. He's like a bad Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just like do this, and it's Poison Ivy's muscle.
Who's immediately won over by the charm of Poison Ivy.
Well, because, she can just blow those pheromones. And I don't even, honestly, though,
Is
with
he
Uma...
so simple-minded that, like, the pheromones just work to that degree? Like,
forever.
The guy's, like, it kind of wears off. He's just all in.
But if Uma Thurman came up to me and, like, I would follow her.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, even if she didn't have the dust and she was just like, I need you to help me out, I'd be like, what are we doing? Do you need me to give blood or something? Or what's up? So, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, on my second rewatch, a lot of the dialogue that Poison Ivy has is so terrible.
It's not good. None of the dialogue is good.
Hers is particularly bad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's trying to be a little heightened, whereas like Mr. Freeze is just doing stupid jokes.
Yeah, well, very much one line and he's done. She's got, as witnessed by our opening scene there, she's got more paragraphs. I can't fault Uma. Although I was watching it, I was like, oh, is she bad? But after second analysis, I don't think that she's actually bad. I think she's just working with really bad material.
Oh, yeah.
But she's doing the best she can with that.
She's doing fine. What did you say Mr. Swenson's first name was? The guy who played Bane?
He was, of course, none other than Robert Swenson.
So I have listed here that his name was Jeep Swenson.
Oh, well, he went by Jeep, obviously. Everyone knows that.
Wonder if that's because he was as big as a Jeep.
He is Jeep. People also search for Hulk Hogan, Jesse Ventura. So, he's in that. Apparently,
So Hogan and Ventura were potentially gonna be Mr. Freeze if Schwarzenegger wasn't gonna take the role.
I want to see that movie.
Sly Stallone was number 2. So it was Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Hulk Hogan, Jesse Ventura.
Wow.
That was the dream list. But Schumacher...
Thermite paint.
Schumacher said that he wouldn't do this movie if Schwarzenegger was not involved.
Wow.
So...
I mean, he's a much better choice. Just the part of me that wants to see a bad movie be even worse would be like, can we put Jesse Ventura in this? Thermite paint.
I kind of wish Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze.
You mean what? You mean Hulk Hogan?
No.
Schwarzenegger.
Not Schwarzenegger.
He is Mr. Freeze.
Sly Stallone.
Stallone.
Yeah.
Chill out. What you talking? Chill out.
That would be amazing.
So many great options.
I mean, Sly Stallone was frozen for a long period of time in the movie Demolition Man, and then was unfrozen.
Yes, of course. Classic movie.
I love that
Sandra
movie.
Bullock, Wesley Snipes.
Dude, young Sandy B.
She's good.
Smoking.
Yeah, I 100% co-sign on that.
All right, so Terrible Bane. We get Bruce Wayne and his struggles with Robin. This movie is largely Batman and Robin yelling at each other.
Spends too much time there. But it's like the only serious thing it has to try to do. It's the excuse for a plot. The family dynamics at the Batcave.
Yeah, it's Batman Forever tried to delve into the mind of Bruce Wayne, really come to terms with its duality. And in this movie, it's like Batman is a dad who has a teenage son who's just kind of an asshole.
Yep. Robin is always an asshole.
Always an asshole.
Yeah, like he's aggressive. Just for no reason. This billionaire is letting you live in his house. They made you a suit. He's doing everything for you. He's like a Menendez brother.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that. Good pull.
Topical.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done with the series.
Do you think they're innocent?
I do not. I don't think anyone. I don't even think that they pretended to be. I think they were right out with it.
They had a great story. They were in with the mob. The mob is doing a shotgun killing of their parents. Not a bad plan.
Yeah, I say, I say. What was I went into 1910s talk there. Ryan Murphy, though. I say Ryan Murphy is what a guy. He does Glee. He does American Horror Story. He does these American crime stories, but now it's Monster. So he did the Dahmer, and it's all it's campy and like kind of exploitative and I don't know, and then very dark. But yeah, check out Monsters, the Menendez Brothers story.
It's a fun story. One of the Menendez brothers.
It's not always fun. There's a lot of abuse stuff that's actually like.
But it's not. But it's all fake.
Yes.
They lied about that.
Well, it's most likely, yes, totally lied about. So then it's not bad, but the show just spends like, they talk about it, which is unpleasant. But
one of the Menendez brothers,
Eric or Lyle,
I can't remember which one, but he wrote a screenplay.
Yes, Eric, and it was called Friends. They talk about that all the time, and he talks
and it's
about
basically the story of how a troubled kid decides to kill his parents.
They were not smart. They were not too smart.
Which one of them was balding and had to wear
Lyle? They're so cringy the whole time. There's so much cringeworthy stuff. There is no sympathy for these guys. There's none.
They kill their parents, they lie about it, and they get some of the money from the parents and like immediately buy like Porsches and stuff
all
like
the stuff.
that.
And then they use the rest of it for their defense attorney. Like, oh my gosh. It's an interesting story. You got Javier Bardem and Chloe, how do you say her last name? Sevigny. That one.
I love Chloe.
She's good. She's the mother. Javier's the father. You've got Nathan Lane. You've got some.
All right.
They pull some. And the guys who play the brothers they do it well. I think one of them is in the newest Ryan Murphy. It's not American Horror Story anymore. It's like grotesquerie. Anyways, it's the same idea. Oh, and he gets one of his other frequent collaborators to play the crazy. Just a crazy woman in it. We could talk about that for a long time, but
Have you watched any of the Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, I watched the first episode with my son, and it's the same idea. Oh, it is actually. I think it's also Ryan Murphy. So it's the same thing. I will watch it. It's the definition of a guilty pleasure show. And it, of course, it's like, oh man, he had it hard. And he was confused about his sexuality. And of course, they put in the concussion stuff. They have to which I mean, hey, that's good. I am not in opposition to thinking that getting hit that many times negatively affects the body.
It does seem like he did kill people before he got a ton of concussions.
It does. Well, but I don't know when he played football from a young age. How can we tell?
You never know.
I don't know, but I'm only one episode in on that one, but I will pick that one back up.
In other current event news about concussions, Brett Favre is currently...
Oh, that's sad. Parkinson's?
But he said it in his testimony about his whole trial in Mississippi about, the funds and stuff, and about how he didn't know that he was stealing money from poor people and stuff like that.
He's pulling a Menendez.
Yes.
Yeah, I did, but I just didn't know. I shouldn't say that's horrible.
It is really bad because they're like, well, how many concussions do you think you have? And he's like, well, I only got diagnosed with 3 or 4. But if you take the symptoms of what a concussion are and apply them to other hits that I got, I think I had over 1,000.
Oh, that's
which
brutal.
Is terrible. I love Brett Favre. I will always love him. Unfortunately, I think he's probably a little guilty of
he's a gunslinger.
Of this crime.
He's a money stealer and a gunslinger. And he wears Wranglers. And he sends dick pics to people on the Jets organization.
But I'm cheering for you, Brett. I hope they find you innocent.
Pull through, number 4.
Oh, all right, back to this movie. Where were we? Oh, Batman and Robin. So Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze, they obviously got to meet. They got to team up.
We need that.
We got Batman and Robin. We need 2 villains to go against them. So here's a little clip from the first time
they meet.
Well, I, my most unabominable snowman, have been impressed by you.
It's like really bad theater. It's just like it reminds me of watching a play at a high school, and you're like, oh, these kids are trying, like they're having fun.
I like that she tries to seduce him and blow the stuff on him, and he's like, you can't do that with cold blood.
You can't do that. You cannot seduce me. I play for the other team.
No,
he doesn't, or maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe that wife thinks she's a beard.
He loves his wife.
He does. He does love his wife.
He does. It's the only thing he cares about.
But she cannot seduce him. And but they'll be a pair anyways. A wonderful pair.
Now we get to our other main character that we have to introduce.
Why? Why do we have to do this? But we do.
Barbara Wilson.
Barbara Wilson. What a timely name.
The niece of Alfred.
So many Barbaras in that time.
His sister's daughter.
Who cares?
Played by Alicia Silverstone, who was hot on the streets at this time.
Whatever. Yeah, she was. She was popular for a few years. Clueless was huge. Oh, but okay, this is what I was going to ask you. Do you know why she is originally famous? Luke, Alicia Silverstone. It is not Clueless.
No.
The Aerosmith videos. 3 Aerosmith videos in a row from their Get a Grip album. It was...
Were they directed by David Fincher?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Amazing, Crying, and Crazy were the 3 singles. So you can see the diversity of the names. And
fantastic songs.
And she's the star of all those videos. MTV, the videos were super huge. Like these were humongous
How old was
videos.
she in those videos?
I don't not old.
She's 18 in this movie, 97.
Woof. Yeah, this was definitely before that. So yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I don't. The videos, she wasn't doing anything incredibly suggestive. Like it was more, it was marketed to people like me. And then Liv Tyler, the first time that we see her, at least the first time the general public saw her, was in the last video, the Crazy video. It's Alicia and Liv Tyler.
Wow.
Stars were born. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. So.
Well, I love Liv Tyler.
Yeah. Watch those videos.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
I love the movie Armageddon.
I'm a deep
animal cracker scene gets me every time.
I'm more of a Deep Impact guy, but that's okay.
All right. Alicia Silverstone. I was gonna ask, do you think? So, I struggle with the way that she looks in this movie because she looks like a 13-year-old, and she is kind of being sexualized, which is weird.
A little. Is she like how the shorter skirt?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing like the hot Catholic schoolgirl type.
That was one of her looks for sure. Yeah.
But she's got she definitely has a case of the baby face.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
And it is even more pronounced when she puts the mask on.
Just see that bottom of the face.
That chin is just obnoxious. She is so terrible in this movie.
Yeah, she's not great.
But there is a sad part to this, Chris. I don't know if you know some of the mean stuff that happened. I got to change my tone here because
okay.
It is mean.
Yeah,
it is mean what happened to her.
It was so mean what happened to her. Just kidding.
Teenage Luke was laughing a little bit, but now mature
Luke. Let's
engaged.
Let's bring
Luke,
it in.
I love.
He's a man.
I support women.
He does. He's a feminist.
So, one of the costume designers had some stuff leaked that Alicia had put on some pounds and was not fitting into the Batgirl suit very well.
Oh, man.
And luckily for him, he didn't sign the thing that got leaked to the media that then the media went crazy about and basically fat shamed her.
That's horrible.
A lot of the scenes with her in the Batsuit were cut out of this movie. So she was, Batgirl was cut severely out of this movie. A lot of the scenes with her.
And it was because of a weight issue?
Yeah.
I would think it's just because of the character not being very good.
It could. I mean,
that's unfortunate.
It's what happened. She had a tough time.
Yeah,
with this movie. She said Clooney was fantastic.
I'm sure he was
great to work with. Said he was like a father figure to her.
Absolutely.
Clooney just comes out of this movie shining like a star.
He is. You can't touch him.
He's unbeatable.
He is solid gold, and this movie can't break that at all. But yeah, no, she's. Yeah, unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, and that's the way that speaking of female image as people. Well, she's young, but hey, everybody, go see The Substance. It's really good.
Hey,
Demi Moore.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, lots of commentary on the female appearance. Anyways, we've done enough sidebars.
Yeah, I'll give you a little Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl.
You're about to become compost.
Killer.
Yeah, no, she's, again, the writing is not good as well, but she's also, I don't think she has one note that she plays, and that's her thing, and she was the teen girl, and
I've never seen Clueless, but I can imagine
she's great in that for what it is.
The charm that she brought to that.
Yeah, it's great. It's a classic movie, and she does a wonderful job as doing what that movie asks of her, and great movie. Sure. But yeah, she can play that, and I guess it's kind of a version of this, but the whole movie sucks and the writing sucks. Not to give away my feelings, but I think that's more the issue, but she's not doing it any favors.
Well, I mean, the reason why her character sucks is there is no backstory to her. She immediately, upon getting accepted back into the house and seeing Alfred and telling Chris O'Donnell that, like, you don't realize that Alfred is, like, being put down by Bruce all the time and, like, subjected to being a servant, and that's just so mean to Alfred, and, like, you've never looked at it the right way. And then she's jumping out of a window to go motorcycle racing. She's also a computer engineer, so she's
very smart,
super good with computers, even though the only times that she does anything with a computer is her guessing a password.
Yeah, that's right.
And then turning the screen around at the end of the movie.
Oh, men always do it the hard way.
After Batman is like, it would take a computer genius to be able to figure out how to reposition the satellites, and she's just like, I'm on it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Really bad.
None of it is. I mean, it's stupid. I don't know. I'm punting.
Yeah. Let's get to the love part of the movie.
Yes, please.
So we've got a love triangle here with Poison Ivy, Batman, and Robin. Does she want the old stallion or the young
or the young buck? You want to try after you've had the bull? Yeah, that line from Step Brothers. Yeah, I mean, very cartoonishly sexual, like Pepe Le Pew.
Well, literally with the pink fumes
Yeah.
flowing into the nostrils.
Yeah, so, and again, it's just another excuse for Robin to just get real aggressive and just be like, you don't understand, she wants me, man! Screw you, Dad! And Clooney's just kind of like, okay, I kind of like her, but it's such a stupid scene where he's with Elle Macpherson and he, like, sees Poison Ivy. Oh my gosh, she's got something over me.
Also,
you called me, does she say, you called me Ivy or something? Like, I think Elle Macpherson has a line like, what?
No, yeah, that was Elle Macpherson, but that's Batman that, like, he kisses her after he basically is breaking up with her.
Yeah, and he calls it, he's like, and she's like, did you just call me Ivy?
Yeah.
Great.
Tough.
Great line.
Way to go, Clooney.
But hey, if it was a comic book, just imagine all this as a cartoon or a comic book, and maybe it's a little more digestible. I will say that. Not that it's necessarily good, but if we think about it that way, just over the top zingers.
Yeah, so we haven't played one of these for a while. Let's get another one-liner from Schwarzenegger in here.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, chill.
Is his voice going through like a flanger? Or there's some nice effects on it. Yeah.
So you had texted me, is a lot of the dialogue in this movie ADR?
Yeah.
I did find some research that said 95% of it.
Really? Yeah. Chris, nice work. So, and for those at home, ADR is when they take the dialogue that you're hearing in the movie was recorded later. So, like, the actor is doing their stuff, but what they're actually saying you're not hearing. And typically that's done because you couldn't there was some issues with the audio or something. And so the ADR, they go in, they have to say it after the fact. And yeah, 95%. You can really tell with the Uma lines, but just, it's very noticeable.
The sound mixer that opened up about that, was like, there's just so much stuff going around when dialogue was happening. He's like, there was no way we were getting the voice on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, cool. That's what I thought. Not gonna win an Oscar for sound editing or anything or be nominated. Wasn't Batman Forever nominated for?
So this is the first Batman movie that was not nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, rightfully so.
Cool party.
Very, very cool party indeed. What happens?
That's
then?
what Schwarzenegger would have said if he was invited to the Oscars.
Cool party. If that ever happened, he never has. The Academy has stared clear of Arnold there.
Let's kick some ice.
Oh man, which I don't understand. When you hear stuff like that, you just wait until A24 is gonna make a movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger in like 5 years. He'll be like a wrestler or just some broken down man, and he'll show his sensitive side, and maybe he'll be really overweight. Something. We'll see the sensitive side of Arnold.
I think Mickey Rourke was nominated for The Wrestler.
Which he should. I would love that movie.
But he's one that, like, when he was younger and hot, and he just never got the nomination. Or he might have been nominated, but he never won.
Yeah, I don't know if he was that good.
He went through, like, the whole body change and, like, got weird. And
he was really only good in The Wrestler playing himself.
Sure.
He then.
But if you've ever seen, like, young Mickey Rourke,
I actually haven't.
He's electric.
Really?
Like, he's like James Dean, like, handsome, skinny, great looking kid, and just pops off the screen, movie star looking guy. And then he just, I think, substance abuse and other stuff.
Yeah, it was that.
He got into steroids and blew up and bad stuff.
But The Wrestler, good
I think
movie.
he also famously got into a motorcycle accident that fucked with his brain.
Yikes. So. Sad stories.
Very sad. But back to Batman and Robin. So Mr. Freeze's big goal that he is going for after learning of the death of his wife, who he thinks Batman and Robin killed, but really Poison Ivy killed because she wants to win over Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Is that he is going to freeze all of Gotham with his ice ray.
As one does.
Very comic book, cartoon type, villain thing.
What does Mr. Freeze do? He freezes the town. Sometimes my Arnold doesn't work, but that time it didn't.
And we get into the end of this movie, which is just a cluster of absolute horrendous stuff happening over and over again. It's really hard to pay attention to. The second time that I watched this today, I was on my phone the entire time. You do not care about anything that's happening at the end of this movie. It's really, really terrible. The death of Poison Ivy is super stupid. Oh, she doesn't die. She just ends up in a Venus flytrap of her own making. She does have this cool line. Here's some more Uma Thurman.
Sorry, my vines have a crush on you.
Great. I mean, it's a lot of that. So I guess here's the thing. If you're listening to this and you haven't seen this movie, you could do it like a hate watch. That's fine. But maybe don't do it. Maybe skip this one.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours of your life that you'll never get back.
Yeah, I was going to get to the runtime at some point.
It's too long. And it feels like you texted me that it felt like longer than Killers of the Flower Moon. And you're not wrong. Because after an hour,
it just keeps going.
It's exhausting after an hour. And it's just like, okay, we've done enough here. And then they're like, no, much more.
I thought Arnold maybe had 8 ice puns that, everyone knows from this movie. He has 4 minutes worth. I looked up YouTube videos to pull clips from. There's 4 minutes of him talking about ice in this movie. It's all he does.
He talks a lot about ice. That's pretty much his only thing. I mean, does he ever talk about any thing else?
His wife.
His wife, a little bit of wife talk, a lot of ice talk.
Well, we got to get to the end of the movie, which, obviously Batman and Robin and Batgirl foil the plan of Mr. Freeze unfreeze the world. But there is one thing that potentially Batman cannot stop, and that is the death of Alfred to stage
what
one.
What happened?
McGregor's.
Oh, no, McGregor's again?
He's got McGregor's, but...
wait, phase 1, though.
Stage one.
Stage one. That
But
reminds me, I feel like someone was just curing that. Yeah.
fortunately, Victor Fries,
Victor, he's done something with that, right?
he has.
He's made a cure only for phase 1, which
Just
they
for
do.
phase 1.
They do tell us that earlier in the film.
So Batman, standing over a defeated Mr. Freeze, begs him to become his old self again. There's a good part in you still, Victor.
Beneath the snow.
And
Great line.
he gets him by calling him Doctor.
Doctor. You know that they like that. What?
Well, I mean,
was he? He was never Dr. Freeze. He was always Mr. Freeze.
Well, I mean, he's terrorizing Gotham and stuff like that. But
so he doesn't want to give
Batman
away
is
that he's a doctor.
appealing to the Hippocratic Oath, do no evil.
Doctor.
And Mr. Freeze just happens to be carrying around.
You know what? Actually, hold on 1 second.
A compound that will cure stage 1 McGregor's.
Normally, I wouldn't do this, but I actually have it on me.
Take 2 of these.
And call me in the morning. I said it would be really savage if savage, I use that term. If Mr. Freeze there just as like a final screw you to Batman just gave him that and was like, yeah, I'll take this, and it was just like poison killed Alfred.
It'd be great if he teamed up with Poison Ivy and tainted the dose.
He's like, you have ruined my life, so I'm going to kill your Alfred.
But instead of Batman also holds up a screen that shows that Poison Ivy was the one that killed his wife.
Very convenient that they have like B-roll of like, this is dailies. So just want you to show it's a nice close-up. You can hear, we actually had her record this dialogue after, so you can really hear it crisply. So that's it. And then
Mr. Freeze gets sent back to Arkham. Poison Ivy's in Arkham. And apparently they are now cellmates, and
he has all of his weapons and is in her cell.
Arkham is not doing a great job.
No, I could
criminals.
see a lot of bad things that could happen there, but winter is coming.
So that's the therapeutic end to the villains,
You feel good.
an even more therapeutic end for our heroes. Alfred bounces back. Makes fun of the guys for not being able to keep the mansion clean while he was down and out. So messy.
And they're like, Alfred, get to cleaning.
Like in every movie and TV show ever, there's Chinese food everywhere, which is
Just the dudes.
Well, it's the sign that everyone uses that people are messy and can't clean up after each other.
That's true.
Because apparently the only food that people share in movies is Chinese food.
It's true. You don't share anything else. Hey,
it drives me crazy. So there's 2 things. I might as well bring it up during
pizza boxes, though.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. There are 2 things that drive me crazy about food in films.
Yeah.
Now, I enjoy making food.
You do.
That's one of my favorite hobbies.
Yes.
And the 2 things, which I should just put at the top of a pod so people actually listen to it instead of the first 43% of it, and then they all shut it off.
No bitterness there. Hey, if you're listening, we thank you and we love you.
The 2 things are that they use Chinese food always as either like the single guy or single girl that can't cook for themselves, or the group of young adults that are ordering in for the office as their food, which is something I have done in my own past. So like it does occur. But it is not universally the thing that people only share Chinese food together. And it's so that they can sit there with the chopsticks and not actually eat, but are like pulling stuff out.
It's
and
great.
like kind of like it's just a workaround so that you can have food in the scene, but they don't really have to eat. And you're like doing stuff with chopsticks. The second thing, and this drives me the craziest of all, is coffee. The use of coffee in TV shows and films is so stupid. Because half the time there's not coffee in the cup, because you can tell because it is not steaming.
Yeah.
And it's so that
what if it's not that hot? Okay, that's fine. We'll go with it.
They're not actually filling their cups with coffee. This happens in every cop show ever. They're always like, got any coffee? And they pour some, and they're then holding an empty cup.
Styrofoam.
And you can tell because they're like swinging their hand around in a way that something without weight is in their hand.
Yes.
Like, people hold coffee in a specific way. Until a director can figure out how to do that, they are not the greatest director of all time. If I ever direct a movie, there will be coffee in the cup. And it will be hot. And there will be steam.
There will be steam.
There will be goddamn steam.
There will be steam. Wow. Well, I'm embarrassed because I have a cup right here and there's nothing in it.
There's no steam.
Yeah,
You've just been waving it
I've been
around
waving this
dramatically.
cup just because I thought it looked cool and you'd think I was drinking coffee because that's cool. So, oh man, okay. My charade is ruined. Let's get to the end of this.
Yeah. So, Chris, I'm going to jump this on you. I should have probably, from a production standpoint, given you a heads up on this, but I think you're going to be able to ride with it. Typically, at this time, we give awards for a movie.
Yeah.
Now, I think you would agree, Chris, that this is the worst movie that we've ever covered.
Yeah, Alien Resurrection.
Alien vs. Predator.
They're better.
They're better.
They're better.
So for this movie, we are giving the worst of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
So what is the worst scene, in your opinion? Who is the worst performance in this movie? And your LVP.
LVP. Wow. Okay. Okay. You should go first.
Okay. So I have a number one worst scene. We didn't even talk about it during the run through of the plot, but it is the single worst scene. It comes out of nowhere. It makes no sense other than the fact that Batgirl has been shown to jump out of windows and steal motorcycles. It is the motorcycle chase scene with Coolio.
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And all the stupid gangs that show up in this movie.
The Blacklight gangs. They're back.
They're all over the place. They have nothing to do with the plot at all. This is a super stupid scene in which there's a bike race. Robin saves Batgirl. Or, well, she's not Batgirl at the time, but that happens. It's the worst scene of this movie. It's so stupid. It lasts like 5 whole minutes. Cut it out. Doesn't need to be in the movie.
Yeah. There's not a huge purpose for that one. Okay, at least the worst scene. Wow, there are so many wonderful ones to choose from. I'm gonna go with so maybe I would think like something that just doesn't have a whole lot of meaning or something like that. But I'm gonna go with a scene that is really supposed to set things off. I'm gonna go with the ice skating scene. Because it's really bad. We talked about it before, so I don't need to go into it anymore, I don't think. But it's not good, and it just sets the tone for. Well, you know what? Hold on. I gotta change it as I normally do. I'm gonna change it to the ball where they are like auctioned off. Whatever.
That's really bad.
Yeah, whatever that is. See, I don't even remember. This is how I know it's bad. What happens there? First, Poison Ivy crashes it as
Do you want me to give you I can give you the full background as what's happening in that scene.
She shows up in the gorilla costume. That whole ball is questionable.
So what's happening is Bruce Wayne has figured out...
Oh, the diamond. It's the ruse.
Yeah, that Mr. Freeze uses diamonds in order to cool down his suit. So he asks Alfred to grab the family jewels. Batman and Robin are now like symbols of the city and show up to these events in costume.
Yeah.
And so they show up, and what they're doing is they're auctioning these women for like dates, and they're going to be wearing the jewels as a part of it.
That's not good.
And Poison Ivy shows up, and the bidding gets out of control.
Yeah, some guy's like 500 million.
Well, and then Batman and Robin are going millions back and forth.
Oh my gosh, and he brings out the credit card.
Never leave home without it.
Oh, okay. I am so pleased with my decision. Yeah.
I will say, though, Chris, when she's doing the striptease with the gorilla,
yeah,
kind of liked it.
She's very alluring all the time. But everything else, and there's kind of no whatever. So that's my worst scene. Great.
It's terrible.
Very good.
The Bat card is potentially the stupid. There's a lot of stupid lines in this movie. That might be the stupidest line.
Just people in the theater. Oh my God! What?
Well, there has to have been like
a promotion,
a credit card commercial at some point that was doing that.
Yep.
Like I can see a MasterCard commercial being like, "I never leave home without it."
Even Batman likes his MasterCard.
So stupid. Worst performance of the movie. Man, are there a lot of performances to go through. Now, my issue with this is it a bad performance because the writing is bad, the decision for the character was bad, or is it just bad because the actor was doing a bad job? I gotta give mine to Chris O'Donnell.
Okay, good.
I think it's written really bad, but I think he's really bad
Not
too.
doing it any favors.
For how decent I thought he was in Forever, he is that bad in this movie. He has no idea what's going on. He's playing it at the worst level that he possibly can. I think he almost was like competing with Alicia Silverstone for who could be more of like a bratty, insolent child.
Yeah.
And I think he wins in the end. So Chris O'Donnell is my worst performance because I think him as an actor is doing the worst job with the material he's given.
Okay, I will take that, and I will. Mine was always going to be Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it, just she's just not very good, and the stuff that she's given, it's just so incredibly. You just see how bad it already is, and she just makes it worse. So don't need to pile on Alicia, but just not my favorite. Moving on.
Honorable mention to Mr. Jeep Swenson as Bane.
Jeep Swenson. Hey, all right. Hey, man, he's just doing his thing. Oh, man, he's just doing his things. That's okay. But maybe the MVP for me is the guy that is on the telescope team, right? The guy that's on the telescope team.
The weird Boston accent.
He's got a Asian gentleman, I believe, and he's got a Jersey accent, and just like I think he sees Mr. Freeze and goes like, "Who's this nutball?" Just real, like, it's great. That made me smile. So that did bring joy to my life. So
MVP that guy.
MVP to that guy.
All right, least valuable part of the movie. This is gonna be tough. I am probably going to give this one to Akiva Goldsman.
Oscar winner,
Akiva Goldsman.
Wow.
This is such a poorly written movie. It has flaws all over the place. He is just he's a tool for the production company that wanted it to be written and done a certain way. And boy, oh boy, did he commiserate.
All right, that's fair. I'm going to give it to Joel. Because
it's not your fault, Joel.
I
believe in you.
Don't like what he did in Forever. And it gets more. Why is there's so many diagonal shots? Like, again, I don't know if it was as egregious as Forever, but I think that's stupid. I don't like the overall tone and the direction. And yes, I know it was you could say is the LVP or whatever, the studio. Sure, but that's a cop out. I mean, this guy at the end of the day, he was the director. He had made one already. It wasn't like this was Fincher on Alien 3 and he's like has no power at all. At the end of the day, Schumacher could have said, "Hey, come on." And do I know that? Of course I don't. Maybe he literally could have had a gun to his head. But I don't think it's definitely not fair to give it to any of the individual actors because I feel like they were just working with, a moldy hot dog and they're doing their best for varying results of, goodness or poorness. But yeah, I'm giving it to Joel. Sorry, Joel. You're canceled. Your movie career is over. You're interchangeable with Michael Bay. You're horrible.
Hey, I already said Armageddon's a great movie.
Did he do that?
Michael Bay.
Oh, Michael Bay did that. Okay.
Michael Bay did that.
Yeah.
Joel Schumacher made 8mm, which is a classic work.
If I see that, I'll watch it sometime.
I think it makes a lot of sense that we picked the director and writer of this movie.
Yeah, the creative minds behind it all.
Yep. Notice we did not mention Schwarzenegger. We did not mention Clooney.
No. Say, hey, we're cool. If you guys are listening, hit us up.
Yeah. Clooney.
Yeah. Come on.
I don't need my money back.
No.
I never saw this in theaters.
But I just need to hang out. I need you to.
I think whoever is doing the stats and analysis at HBO Max is looking at the weeklies for movies watched this week, and there's a 400% increase on Batman and Robin viewings, and they're like, "What is going on?
What is happening?"
It's like because Luke watched it 3 times, basically.
Huge uptick. I feel like I saw that it was naturally because there is actual HBO still. There's like all those channels, and I think it was actually on. But I don't know. I watched it on Max too, so
All right,
putting it to bed.
let's give the rating.
Yeah.
Chris?
I'm going to give it a 2.0.
Nice.
Why not? Why not? We could have, it's fine. Just go to the basement.
Yeah, I think I gave AVP like a 2.4 or something like that.
Yeah.
This is worse than AVP. Although I think I would rather watch this movie than Alien vs. Predator again.
Oh. He's onto something. That's what
Are you starting? Is it starting to make sense?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I'll give this a 2.1.
All right. You love this movie.
This is a
Jeez, wow.
dog shit movie. I do want to, because we haven't really talked about the Clooney performance all that much. It's bad. I thought, again, like Robin in Forever, I thought it was going to be way worse. It's not that bad. You said it, Chris. He's just so George Clooney that when he's wearing a mask, you're just like, I know you're George Clooney.
Why is this happening? Why? No, you're not this.
Stop being Batman. Just be George Clooney.
Is silly. You don't belong here, man.
But he's also not really good as Bruce Wayne. He doesn't have a lot to do as Bruce Wayne.
He just is doing a young George Clooney.
He's
whatever.
just George Clooney.
He's just George Clooney.
But I love you, George.
Write us.
You never did anything wrong.
Never. That we know of. So thanks for everyone for listening. We are very, very, very in debt to all of you for listening to the show. Very happy to have you. Please tell your friends, like and you don't just subscribe, listen.
Comment.
What's up?
Comment.
Oh my gosh, we've gotten some great comments, and I absolutely love them. If you want to rate us, leave comments.
I will respond to you.
It means the world. So thank you so much for everyone out there. We started this from absolutely nothing, and every single listen is means so much to me, and also to Luke. I know he's told me in private. So next we're going to what do we got next? What are we moving on to next?
We're jumping into the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah, the Nolan trilogy. There might be a little bit of a break. Is that true?
So we might be taking a pause to cover Joker Folie à Deux.
Yeah.
And we will also be watching the first Joker movie again, and we'll be kind of doing a double feature.
We're going to do a little bit of a Joker jam.
So we do like on Franchise Addicts to give you new movies whenever we possibly can that fit in with the franchises that we're running with. We had Romulus to end our Alien series. We do have a Batman adjacent movie that's coming out. So
Batman could be mentioned.
We might as well cover it. So if Batman Begins is not the next episode you hear, it'll be a Joker-filled episode.
A Joker exclusive. But yeah, then we're moving on to the Nolans. I'm really excited to watch these. These are great. Great movies.
So I'll give my brief history of the Nolan movies here. These were for a very long time my favorite movies ever made. Like Batman Begins to Dark Knight I was the right age basically, and it was before I like really got into the full movie nerddom and like started seeing more classically great movies and stuff like that. So I thought these were killer. Like this is as good as it possibly gets. They're probably the first Christopher Nolan movies that I had seen.
Sure. And
then I went and watched everything that he ever did after and before that. And so these movies mean a ton to me and my movie history, background, what got me into my love for film and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I am honored and excited to go through them with you.
And if I use 45 minutes of every podcast to talk about shots and sound design, I do apologize in advance. Because it gets... I got a mind full of it.
Get ready, giddy up, everybody! It's gonna be a lot of technical talk and still some jokes. So we'll see you next time.
There is some humor in the Nolan.
A little bit. He's not a totally humorless man, but
yes, we will see you next time. Thank you, Chris.
See ya.